Katie Potter, and today I'm going to share with you a little bit about wagering on thoroughbreds and how to win money while betting at the racetrack. We are all students at the University of Kentucky, thus, we understand the importance of thoroughbreds to the city and to the state. Whether you walked into Lexington a horse fan or not, you've probably heard the buzz about Keeneland and their fall race meet throughout the month of October. Horse racing drives the Kentucky economy. My passion for horse racing began when I was a very young girl, when I began watching the Kentucky Derby with my family. Watching horses run and feeling the ground rumble as they thunder by across the finish line is an experience like any other. Due to my passion for horse racing, I have spent a great deal of time at the racetrack. I have experienced firsthand people wagering on their favorite horse with the confidence they will win some big money. But whether they have wagered for 40 years or for 40 minutes, winning is great. But losing, that's not so much fun, especially when you have a big wager resting on the back of one horse winning. In order to persuade more racegoers to bet on the individual races, racetracks around the world have created infographics to display how easy it is to bet, along with the basics of how to place each wager. The first infographic I'm going to show you is one taken from a racetrack in Australia. This infographic is your very basic beginner understanding of betting. It discusses the three most basic wagering forms: win, place, and each way. In the United States, each way is called show, but that just shows you your different country preferences between Australia and the United States. Winning is betting on a horse to finish first in a given race. Placing is betting on a horse to finish first or second in a given race, and each way or showing is for a horse to finish first, second, or third in the race. A high point to this infographic is that it is very basic without too much clutter, making it easy to read and understand. Yet a downfall of it is that it has no more in-depth information for potential bettors who do not have access to learning about all of their wagering options. It provides a bare-bones approach, but leaves a great deal of information up in the air, which can cause confusion. All the while, it is persuasive towards the betting public as it shows how simple it can be to bet and wager on horses. To improve it, I would add more information to allow racegoers to make a more educated wager that fits their racing desires. The second infographic I'm going to show you today comes from the Saratoga Racecourse in New York. This infographic is a major upgrade from the first one. It shows not only the types of straight wager bets, but it also explains exotic wagering. Exotic wagering is picking multiple horses in the order of finish of a specific race. While it is harder to win, the payout is often greater. The infographic has a strong explanation of the types of wagers as an explanation on how to place the bet at the window. With the information laid out directly in front of the betting public, new bettors are more likely to take the risk and place money on a horse. The persuasive ability of this infographic is depicted in its different level of wagerings, while keeping a basic and easy to understand explanation. An easy to understand image is more likely to entice wagers than a complicated sheet full of in-depth information. The balance of information and description is well maintained to inform but not overwhelm. A downfall of this infographic is that it is not visible in one frame. One must scroll to see the entire amount of information, which minimizes its efficiency. When looking through betting tips, people often will see a long page of info and skip directly over it. In order for the infographic to reach its full potential and increase the amount of wagers placed per race, the public must be educated through an informative yet easy to read information sheet. To improve this piece, I would condense it down into a single frame image which could be seen without scrolling down for a large amount of time. Both infographics have their pros and cons, but neither of them illustrate the perfect picture of information. Combining the two incorporates key details about betting while keeping a single frame appearance with an easy-to-read display. My infographic shows your basic straight-line wagering of win, place, and show, as well as your exotic wagers of exacta, trifecta, and superfecta. Along the bottom, you will see a color-coded explanation of what to say when walking up to a betting window. By developing a concise appearance of the beneficial information depicted in the other two infographics, mine embraces the easy-to-understand yet informational approach on a limited canvas, allowing for a one-screen view. The ease with which my infographic explains information allows bettors of any level to take a quick glance at the sheet and choose the best bet for their race. Winning at the races changes the entire dynamic as it provides a fun atmosphere. No one wants to lose due to an undereducated wagering decision. Though through the implementation of my infographic, new racegoers can come to understand the wagering system and increase their odds of winning while enjoying a day at the racetrack. Throughout the course of ICT, we have learned many different ways of persuasion and how different techniques of writing can bring forth different emotions in people. My infographic can be used to invoke a spirit of enjoying the races and wanting to bet, and so it's basically persuading the bettors and the racegoers to spend their money on opportunities to make more money. And that is how my infographic is a better combination of the two previous ones. And may the odds be in your favor at the racetrack, and good luck. Thank you.